All right, guys, it is the morning of race day. It's Sunday, it's Halloween, and right now we're about 90 minutes away from the start time of the race. So I'm just on my way, driving right now over to the race venue. I almost called it a racetrack. So we've still got about I think about a 45-minute drive. So the plan is to kind of get there. We got to get checked in, get our shoes strapped on, have some pre-race, probably a banana and a protein shake, and then get ready to do this thing, right? Give it a shot. So 13.1 miles. It's going to be interesting. So last night we went to a Halloween party, and man, I just couldn't sleep. We didn't get home till almost midnight. I think I probably went to bed about 1, and then got up at about 6:30, 6:45. So, which is fine. It's not like I drank or anything. So 5-6 hours sleep, that's fine. Yesterday was just kind of a rest day, rest recovery. So it's not like I did a lot yesterday anyway. So yeah, looking forward to kicking off this race. Let's see how many people actually show up. Now, it did rain yesterday and Friday, and so just walking, up to my truck this morning, the ground was still kind of muddy and soft going up to my truck. So I can only imagine that a lot of these trails that we're going to be running on, which are like mountain bike trails, and it says in the description, just grass and dirt roads and stuff like that. So I imagine it's going to be muddy. There might be some puddles out there, so I brought an extra pair of socks. And then for after the race, I brought complete change of clothes. So hopefully we're not splashing too much in puddles and getting wet and all that kind of stuff, because it's luckily the weather is actually really good. It's probably says it's 46 degrees right now, and we've still got about 90 minutes before the race, so we may be touching close to 50 degrees, which is great, especially for the very end of October. One more thing I wanted to tell you guys. So this morning I checked in, weighed in at 221 pounds flat. So man, I'm sure wishing I was still 187 pounds back from the summertime, but all this extra bulk weight's going to be interesting to be pushing around for 13 miles. So all right, I'll check back in once we get to the venue. We're only about 15-20 minutes away from the race, and we are seeing a little bit of rain on the windshield, so that's not going to be too good. There's no rain in the forecast though, but it is very, very cloudy over here. So hopefully these clouds pass, and nothing more than this drizzle comes of it. So yeah, I mean, we're going to be running all this race off-road, right? So any kind of rain like this is not going to be good. I mean, like I said, it's warm enough, but it's not that warm. So any rain like that, whew, man, that's gonna make it's really gonna suck. Especially since my kind of plan, my strategy for this race, I know I can't run 13 miles straight, especially off-road, not on asphalt. So I'm kind of planning to run about a half mile, kind of walk quickly a half mile. As long as I can maintain somewhere between like a 13 to 14 minute mile pace for the whole race, I'll finish around 3 hours, and that's my goal, is 3 hours. So kind of my stretch goal might be a little bit under 3 hours, which would be like a 12-minute mile pace. But I don't think I'm gonna, I haven't really trained for this race. I don't expect that to happen, but I think if I can do 3 hours, being off-road, not on asphalt, I think that's gonna be great. And then we've got a few more races coming up throughout the rest of the year, throughout November. I think there's a couple more races, so I may do a few more races and just kind of mix it up from the regular cardio that I do at the gym. All treadmill training, and it's getting colder, so you can't ride the bike as much. So this is kind of cool. It's kind of something different to mix it up with. All right, looks like here we are at Addison Oaks. This is where we're going to be doing our race today. It's about 8:20. It's almost 8:30, so we still have about 30 minutes before race time. So now we got to figure out where to go park, check in, all that good stuff. There you go. You can see an aid station off to the right. Apparently that's going to be part of the race. People are dressed up. That's cool. I am dressed up as a runner, because I'm not really a runner, so that's my costume. see where we can park. All right, there's some restrooms, some outhouses. That's always good. Sometimes these races, man, there'll be like one bathroom for 1,000 people, and it's freaking crazy. Okay, start finish line off over there to the right. So we just gotta park and get rolling. All right, so I just got through pickup. We got a race bib. We got to put this onto our shirt. We got our free complimentary little t-shirt here, long sleeve. That's cool. And we've got about 10 minutes before they want us to be back up there for some race announcements. So let's get rocking. Got talk about nutrition here. So like I said, we're gonna have 2 protein shakes as of the last couple hours. This is some pre-workout we're gonna pop in. I already did have about 4 ounces of coffee just earlier this morning, and we're gonna have 3 total bananas. So I've already eaten 2. I'm about to just go ahead and eat that 3rd one right now, drop my shoes on, and then we're gonna get over there, get started for racing. As for equipment, we've got this bag here that's got kind of the water. Well, I don't have water in here, I have Gatorade. We got a bunch of gel packs and headphones. So that's really about it. I'm gonna have my phone also in there, of course, playing music, and then with Strava, and that's about it. We're gonna be ready. So let's get our shoes on and get rocking, boys. All right, guys, so I just got done running my first half marathon / trail race, and it was freaking awesome. I ended up meeting this cool dude. I ran with him for almost the entire way. And basically this guy runs a lot. Said he runs almost 1,000 miles a year. He just did a marathon last weekend, actually. So running with him, he was giving me some good tips, mostly on like, just staying hydrated, keeping the electrolytes up, all that kind of stuff. So, and it truly worked. Every 30 minutes, I popped one of those little packets of like carbohydrates, basically like 22 grams of carbs. Pop those every 30 minutes, or towards the end, even a little bit sooner, maybe 15, 20 minutes. There was little stations. I would grab like some cookies and stuff just to try to keep the calories going. And it was no joke. I mean, I felt great the entire time. Sort of towards the end of the race, the guy I was running with was starting to get some hamstring cramps, and so he was getting slowed down. So with about 2 miles left, I ended up moving ahead, and I just went out on my own, and I ended up doing the race in about 2 hours and 30 minutes, probably a few minutes more than that. My watch showed 2 minutes 39. But I started the watch a few minutes before the race started, so I'm still waiting to find out what the official time is. But we averaged around 12 and a half minutes a mile, I think. But I think I probably could have taken off at least a mile a minute, probably 13 to 15 minutes off that time. So I think I probably could have did around 2:15, 2:20 today, because there was a lot of walking. When the guy was running with Mike, he was trying to recover, so I was just, kind of hanging out with him. And being my first time doing it too, I didn't really know how to pace myself. I didn't want to gas out, halfway through and not have anything left. So basically it was the opposite, where I probably could have, ran a lot harder the last 3 or 4 miles, but I didn't really start to pick it up till about the last 2 miles. And those last 2 miles were also single track mountain bike trails, so it was pretty challenging, up and down and stuff. So, and it's muddy out here too. It's been raining, so a lot of that stuff you were kind of limited to how quick you could even go. But all in all, I'm super pumped. We had a beautiful day, beautiful fall day. And it was just, it was awesome. For being October 31st in Michigan, we could have had a lot of snow, we could have had 30-degree weather. To be 52, 53 degrees and sunny is just an epic race. So, I'm super stoked. I feel like now that I know that I did this, and I did it, I think, pretty easily, especially this being a trail and not just like an asphalt race. I think I for sure could do a half marathon. With minimal training, a full marathon with probably minimal training. So it does. The guy I ran with, Mike, said, basically, as long as you keep your body fueled, you can just keep going, forever, and you kind of work through it. And that's really how I felt. I never really felt tired, or, I did start to get some, you get a little bit of pain from some of the muscle pain, stuff like that, but there was no fatigue. I never felt fatigued. I was able to just kind of run the entire time, or, walk quickly, walk briskly, like a 4-mile pace. So yeah, it was pretty awesome. So for my first time, doing a long race like this, I'm pretty stoked about it, especially at my current weight. I woke up this morning, 221 pounds. So with running gear and, a couple liters of water, it's probably 225, 227 actual running weight. So I think that's great. I mean, if I was back in the summertime when I was, 190, 30 pounds lighter, I think I could do a lot better. So I'm really looking forward to this. There's a couple more runs in November that I might sign up for. And then I'll plan next summer to really hit up a lot more and hopefully complete my first marathon. So I'll keep you guys tuned in for that. But hopefully you guys, got a chance to get some insights. And I would definitely say, if you're thinking about doing something like this, if you kind of do weight training like I do, this is great to switch it up, guys, because, lifting weights, it just gets monotonous time over time. So doing something like this to give you something else to kind of look forward to and help you stay on track for nutrition and just get some extra cardio, burn some stuff. And really, it's all about the mental stuff, right? Like, that's the whole reason I like doing this. Like, most people, you say, oh, I ran, half marathon. Their first inclination is like, oh, I couldn't do that. I could never do it. And that's what I thought. When I signed up, I was like, there's no way I can do this, If I could even just complete it, I'd be happy. And you know what? All the people that came out ahead of me today are legit real runners, that prepared for this. They have gear, they have $300 shoes, and I just have some cheap shoes I ordered off Amazon and, came out here and did a pretty freaking good job, I think, for the conditions. So I'm looking forward to doing a lot of improvement and, maybe being in the top 10 next year. So we'll see, guys. So that's going to be it for this one. If you want to, click that like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one. Take care.